Hi, this is Adam Kunzmiller with BoardGameGeek at Gen Con 2016, and I'm joined by Alex Yeager with Mayfair Games, and we're here to talk about the Fight for Olympus. So what is the Fight for Olympus?
Fight for Olympus, it's the brand new game in the Lookout two-player line, so it joins such vaulted luminaries as Trombone and Patchwork as part of the two-player line with Lookout. It is a battle line game, so effectively you are imagining yourself as a god or goddess of, in the Greek pantheon, sending your soldiers and your heroes into battle in order to take control of the pantheon and Olympus and all things attached to it. So we have our little board here, and this board basically establishes the two sides that we're going to be playing onto. Deck of cards, and these cards consist of three types of cards. There are soldiers, there are equipment, and there are heroes or heroines. Some of them are come in colors, and some of them are, in this case, the more powerful they are, usually they'll be wild, so this actually acts as any color that exists in the game. Some cards have a cost to play, and this is simply discarding that number and color of cards from your hand to put them into play. Some cards are free to play.
Okay.
All right. So on your turn, you can play as many cards as you want. So if I looked at this, I could discard two blues and a red, put this into play. This one is free to play, so I could put this, say, over here somewhere. And this is an equipment card, so this attaches to another hero and then provides a bonus both on attack and defense in this case.
Okay.
Some cards, many cards, have effects when they come into play. So this, for example, has an instant effect, which says when you play this card, you'll do this once. Other cards, for example, have battle effects, so anytime this card attacks, it's going to have an effect. And there are also cards that just have standing effects. It just, whenever it's in play, it does something. Once you play your cards, what will happen is we're going to start at this end of the board, and we're going to walk down the display, resolving each of the 6 locations that are on the board. These 3 are Olympus, and these score you victory points.
Okay.
One of the ways to win is should you swing yourself up to 7, instant win. You've won the game at that point. If you are opposed in a slot, so these would do nothing, there's no cards there.
Sure.
In this case, you are opposed, so you'll do your 2 points of attack damage onto this. This has 5 points of defense. So we don't kill him, but we do 2 points of damage, and when that gets to 5, it'll be removed. If this were not, and you were unopposed here, instead of attacking a card, you'll get the board effect. And the board effect in these 3 spots is to move a victory point towards you. This is a pendulum.
Sure.
But you get it to 7, you win. Here, if you're unopposed in these 2 slots, you'll simply take one of these tokens of your choice, and you use this to pay for cards later in the game.
Okay.
Instead of discarding a card, you can simply put the chip back. Finally, in this location, if you're unopposed, at the end of your turn, you'll draw 2 cards. If you're unopposed here, you'll draw an extra card.
Got it. And that's kind of signified here by the victory point symbol, the little tokens, and the card.
So those are marked on the board.
Great.
3 ways that this game will end. Number 1, should you get to 7, you've won instantly. At any point at the beginning of a turn, if you have all 6 spots on your side of the board filled, you win. And that's got to be at the beginning of your turn. So basically you establish all 6, you have to survive a turn from your opponent, and then all 6 are there. Or should you deck out, whoever has the most victory points is the winner.
Great. And how long does a typical game last?
20-25 minutes.
All right. And is this available now?
This will be available later tomorrow afternoon. It was going to be premiered here, and it still will be. It's just we had a little delay with our customs in Chicago, so we'll see it here at the show tomorrow.
All right, great. And once again, that was the Fight for Olympus. Thanks, Alex.
You're very welcome.